Ready?
Ready.
Hey everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Snitchin'. It's your host, Kristen.
And Brittany, get ready for the best part of your day.
Happy Friday, everyone. It's always our favorite day of the week.
Happy Friday and happy May. Double whammy.
Oh, yeah, I know. Oh my gosh, like so crazy. We are very excited for our weekend because this weekend is the big walk that hopefully you guys have heard us talk a little bit about for an amazing organization, Emma's Footprints. Our girl Heather, so proud of her. She has put so much so much work into this, and it's finally tomorrow. It's going to be a huge success.
Can't believe it. So excited. Can't wait to meet the full Emma's Footprints team. Can't wait to see it all together. And yeah, I'm sure it's going to be awesome. But yeah, don't forget to donate or register, whichever one you'd like. The link is actually in our description. So head
Yes.
there now.
Head there now. They are like $5,000 away from their goal. Their goal was $45,000 and they're like just shy of 40,000. So any contribution you can make, no contribution too small, I know would be so appreciated. So yeah, how has the rest of your week been so far, Britt?
It's been good. Honestly, busy with packing and moving stuff, but yeah, pretty status quo. How about yours?
It's been good. It's been busy. I actually got a reminder. This is where technology and social, I think it's like plus one for these. I got the notification that it's been exactly a year today that I got home from my 4-month solo
Oh
backpacking trip.
yeah.
Yeah. And I was definitely like in my feels a little bit about it, like over the past couple of days. I got the notification, I think, like 2 days ago about when I was in London. And then I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it's already been a year since I got home. Like, so crazy. So I definitely like went back and was reading my journals and being super emo and in my feelings. And yeah, it was just like, that was really cool. Also, it was, my phone must have been listening to me or something, or just maybe not. I don't know. We've been talking Hillary Duff. Hillary Duff gave the commencement speech at the Northeastern graduation this week.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. In Boston?
Yes. And
Whoa.
I need to tell everyone PSA, walk, don't run. Like, go listen to our girl Hillary. I swear, like, she is just, I just feel like we would be friends with her. I feel like we would love her. She gave a great speech, and it was like right at the same, it was the same day that I was like doing all this reflection on the past year and blah, 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 blah. And she just gets it. Like, I think everyone, when you get to be maybe like mid 30s or something, you start to have those realizations. Like, I mean, case in point, us starting the pod. Like, what do we really want to do? And like, what
Hmm.
makes us fulfilled, blah, blah, blah. And she was just talking about how, like, she, as a child actor was expected to be an adult and, hold an adult job at a very young age. And then she was just talking about how, like, growing up in the time that she did in the industry, it was like, just you have to say yes, yes, yes to everything. She was just
Mm.
like, what I was fed was like, every opportunity you grab it, everything you are asked to do, you do it. And like, it's just go, go, go to the point where you don't even know why you're doing what you're doing. You're just doing it because you've been told to do it. And, she was making it like kind of relatable to everybody. And she's like, grads, like, you do have agency over, like, asking yourself, what do you want? What do you want to do? Like, take control of your life type of thing. And I just loved it because I feel like that was
Wow.
so where I was at, where I was like, I'm just grinding and like my days are just going by. And it's like, what, like, do I even know why I'm doing what I'm doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 Are you just like doing what you think you're supposed to do or what you actually want to do?
Yeah, like I felt like her saying when she was talking about the yes, 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 obviously she's talking about the entertainment industry, but it's kind of the same for us. Like, you take the
Oh,
job,
totally.
it's
Yeah. The
like,
unpaid internship after unpaid internship, like
yes.
slave labor.
And like, you stay late and you do the thing and like, you just always do what's expected. And then, do you ever really stop and ask yourself, like, what do I want out of this life? And so I just loved that. And I just felt like I would share PSA for everyone, go take a listen if you're looking for a little inspiration heading into your weekend, because I definitely found it inspiring.
Damn. I can't believe she was in Boston. I wonder how she like that happened.
I don't know. I don't know why. Like, it's very random because she also made a joke. She was like, my formal education ended in third grade. So,
Damn.
I don't know why she would be asked to be at it, but like she literally nailed it. She did a great job. I feel like that would
Wow.
be a very hard thing to do.
I mean, just also though, like proof you don't need formal education. Like she didn't go to, like that's crazy. Lucky her.
Yeah, I mean, well, and like when your job is to memorize lines, and like deliver, like I'm sure she probably went into her actor brain and was like, pretend you're in a role right now or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the
Love that.
other great part of our week for both of us, we know, is we were fed with some Taylor content this week and
Mm.
it delivered, let me say. What did you think,
Mm-hmm.
Britt? She did a 30-minute sit down interview with New York Times. It was recorded. We're going to talk about it, obviously, because we're going to talk about it. And then we're obviously going to be talking about all of the Summer House news this week. But yeah, I thought that the interview was like exactly the type of interview that you and I love
Yes.
from her.
Yes. Yes. I was gonna say that. Like that when she talks about like that stuff, like if I could interview her about anything, it would probably be about like writing songs and how she feels about her songs and things like that. I mean, I loved the New Heights one too, but like I'm way more interested in that than like basically anything else. So I was pumped.
Same. Like it was, so for anyone who hasn't seen it, it's really all talking about her songwriting and her music and her musical influences and like really to the nitty-gritty of how she basically says that she doesn't really have a rinse and repeat method for songwriting. She said things can, after having 20 years of experience of doing this, like she started writing songs at 12, each song happens differently, but I loved how she kind of honed in on things like patterns that she does know she likes. She mentioned that she loves alliteration when two words are back to back with the same
Hmm.
letter that they start, but she doesn't like when a word ends with the same letter that the next word in the song starts with. And she gives the example of our song. I guess like
Hmm.
originally it was supposed to be when you're on the phone and you talk real low, but real and low, the L of it all. So she changed it to
Hmm.
real slow.
Makes
I
so much sense.
love that stuff.
Same. I remember that one too. The word, the last word, the last letter of the word being the same as the first letter of the next word. Like I'd never thought of that. But now I'm like, when I read her, like there are definitely lyrics where I'm like, I wonder why she said that and not that. You know what I mean? Like slow, like
Hmm.
low, slow and not low. Like I can't think of any other examples, but I know that as I listen, I will hear more. But yeah, I thought that was super interesting. Also, she talked about like juxtaposition in one line. So like coming of age is come and gone is one. And then what was the other one? It was like the girl can have everything and nothing all at once. Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
know
thought
what I
that was
thought
good.
of when she said that? I thought immediately of Darling, I'm a Nightmare Dressed Like a Daydream.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I liked that. I think one of the parts that I liked the most was when she was talking about how because this is classic her, how she was talking about song structure and it's normally like verse, chorus, bridge,
Mm-hmm.
like, and then another verse, maybe another chorus, whatever. I don't know exactly the end of it, but she was saying that she loves like one of the things she took from country storytelling, like country music storytelling, is that it'll be like you're talking about, okay, here's a girl, and then a lesson she learned from her mom, and then that's like verse one, chorus one, and then it goes to, verse two, chorus two, and it's like now she's older and she's imparting
Mm-hmm.
that wisdom on her kid, and then it's like bridge, and I don't know, but she was saying that she loves at the end of a song having like one line that ties it back to the beginning of the song
Mm-hmm.
or something that like kind of surprises the listener. And she
Mm-hmm.
said her favorite example of this, which I love and can totally see, is in the song from Last Great American Dynasty on
Mm-hmm.
Folklore. And she was saying, so that song, for anyone who doesn't know, but I'm sure most people do who are listening to this, it's about the real life story of the woman who owned the house that Taylor lives in Rhode Island. And she apparently was like, had these crazy parties. And there's this line that's like, I had a marvelous time ruining everything. And at the very end of the song, Taylor says, what's the lyric? It's like,
And
this
then
house
it was
is
bought by me.
yeah, it's like free of men and bad habits. And then it was bought by me. And so
Yeah.
now she's the owner of the house. I love
Yeah.
that. Like, I
I
love hearing
know.
that that's her favorite.
She loves that song though.
Oh
She loves
yeah,
that song. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, I feel like in general too, like I feel like I knew this kind of before, but she really explicitly said it like t folklore was like such kind of a turning point in her like songwriting career. Like she was saying how like it was the first time she really wrote about like, stories about from people's perspectives that weren't her. And I
Yes.
feel like that definitely tracks like from the music she's made since folklore. Like that's definitely woven into every album, whether it's like a huge theme or a smaller one. So I thought that was cool. And I love that because I like that approach to songwriting.
Yeah, definitely. I also really loved when she talked about her musical influences from when she was younger
Oh,
because
yes.
at the end of the day, she's just one of the girls. Like we all grew up in that time. We were all influenced. I remember when we were talking about this on Daniela's episode, everyone that like grew up in the time we grew up in was influenced by like emo music.
Yes.
The
Yes.
Dashboard Confessionals, Fallout Boys, and those are the two that she references as being huge influences for her. And I literally was
Hmm.
like, oh my God, Taylor and I are the same girl because I went to see Dashboard last summer. Like, shout out. And she was saying that like the music and you mentioned it, the juxtaposition that she saw in those songs early on had a huge impact on her. And I loved
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, yeah, I loved that too. Did you see that Dashboard like responded? They posted.
I saw something like that. Yeah. But I was kind of
Yeah.
like, whatever. Of course they
Yeah, I
should
mean, it
though.
wasn't anything exciting, but it was just funny.
Yeah.
They were like, glad to be a link in the chain.
Oh, I mean, it must, you must get excited anytime that she gives you a shout out, but anyone gives a shout out, you know?
Yeah, but I bet like their music listening definitely goes up after that.
Oh, 100.
Hmm. Yeah, I also like how she talked about like I think she called it like confessional songwriting, which is so her. Like she was saying how like the mirror ball one when she's like I'm still on the tightrope like trying to impress you whatever that lyric is.
Yeah.
Um
I guess you're looking at me.
yeah, like she was like that was like super vulnerable and for a second you're like, "Oh, do I want to put this out?" Like but then it's like, well, she was like, "Well, if I feel like it resonates with like at least one person, I'm like, yeah, no, I should just do it." And I feel like that's so true and that is definitely like a huge part of her music. I think that resonates with me and a lot of people.
Definitely. You know what I remember that part. She was talking specifically about the line, I've never been a natural. All I do is try, try, try.
Yes, yes.
And I feel like even when we, first listened to folklore, like and listened to Mirrorball, which is a bop, we have talked about that lyric. Like it
Yeah,
is so true.
yeah,
All she does is try.
yeah. No,
You
it's so
know,
true. She tries so hard. Yeah,
she tries so hard. And the behind the scenes on when of the inspiration around Elizabeth Taylor, that was really fun to hear how that song came about when she was talking to Travis. They were in the car and she was explaining how much she loved Elizabeth Taylor. And she mentioned people talked about her eye color. Like, does she have green, blue, or violet eyes? And she said inspiration just hit. And she was like, cry my eyes violet. And that's, what started the Elizabeth Taylor song. So I just feel like I just love hearing like where the inspiration for these songs come from.
yeah.
Um, yeah, it was a
Like,
great interview. We definitely recommend if you haven't listened to it, like I would definitely check it out if you're a Swiftie, because there's really good nuggets in there.
yeah, it's like 30 minutes, but it goes by fast. And like your pro tip, if you put it on double speed, it's even faster.
No, I swear to God, people who listen to even our podcast on a regular speed, like bless you. I can't listen to anything on like regular speed anymore. I swear.
That's crazy. I listen to everything on regular speed. I like don't think to change it. Yeah.
What? Like if you listen to our episodes, like you listen on a regular speed.
Yeah.
What? That's
I mean, yeah, it is
wild.
very unlike me because like efficiency is always my priority, so I gotta get on that.
I think that what if you do like even I mean I will see. I feel like I listen to them before I upload them, so I don't ever listen to it on like Spotify or whatever. But if I were to, I would definitely be at like a 1.4. Easy.
Yeah. I mean, it makes more sense too for like the longer podcasts, like that are like 3 hours or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's a good
Totally.
tip. I will say the only other big thing I took away from that interview is like I want her to keep working with Jack Antonoff.
Well, do you think that they're not?
No, I do. Well, I feel like she tried to move away from him. Like she was getting a lot of pressure to move away from him
Mm,
with Life of a Showgirl. And like it wasn't, I feel like it didn't turn out as great as the other albums. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just think she collaborates a lot more better with him. And like that whole rant bridge thing, I was like, bring that shit on. Bring that on.
Oh, no, totally. Yeah, she was talking about how her and Jack like basically do these rant bridges. So the some of and the references she used in that part of the interview, like she's talking about Getaway Car. She's talking about Is It
Hmm.
Over Now? She's talking
Cruel
about Out of the
Summer,
Wood, Cruel
Out of the
Summer.
Woods. Yep.
Literally some of her top tier music and the bridges of those songs, incredible. And it's just
Hmm.
like talking about how it's just like a train stream of consciousness rambling, emotional, just, and you feel it in those songs. Totally co-sign that. Yes, she needs
Yes.
to keep that going.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like she makes better music with him. And we've tried out the other thing and we can go back now to Jack.
But you know what? She did say, you know how she's been saying like how she doesn't care if people don't love Life of a Showgirl because she's so happy, which I do believe because she truly is like so happy in her life. She
Hmm.
said at one point that she didn't care if people didn't like Reputation.
Hmm.
I don't know if I believe that. I
That's
think
true.
at the time, like, do you remember in the Miss Americana documentary, she got the news
Yeah.
that she
Yeah.
didn't get the Grammy nod for Reputation, and she was upset.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's
She's
true.
like, yeah. So I kind of feel like, I would do the same if I was her, obviously. But I feel like in this interview was like, you know what, I didn't care if people didn't like rep. Like maybe it'll come back 5 years, whatever. I loved it. Part of me was like, all right, Taylor, you definitely cared. But I don't remember
Yeah.
rep not having a good response.
I feel like it wasn't everyone's favorite album. It definitely bubbled up more after the tour. I
Mm,
think because it's like so good. It's the best one live.
but
So I feel like people kind of bonded with it more because of the tour. But yeah, I mean, what she said about Reputation is how I feel about Reputation. I was like, I don't give a fuck if you guys don't like this. I think it's all really good.
yeah, totally.
Oh, and then All Too Well. She talked about All Too Well too.
Oh yeah, all too well. You know what? That was an interesting part too. I didn't realize she was saying when she made a mention in an interview that the way that All Too Well came about was like, the 10-minute version. And then the fans kept basically saying, give us the 10 minute, give us the 10 minute. I thought that she like had that written down somewhere. No, she said that it was like she's never had a reconstruction process like that one for a song because she had to go back and like look through lyrics and try to basically piece it together.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you, Taylor, for that gift.
Thank
But
you. Yeah. She also said that like when she first wrote Out So Well, it was like on the Speak Now tour and she was like really upset and whatever in her feelings and she just kind of like almost did like a stream of conscious like songwriting
yes,
thing with All Too Well and like at the end she's like, "Oh, I didn't record that." But like the random sound guy was like, "Oh, I got it." Like bless that random sound guy.
bless that random sound guy doing God's work for
Seriously.
real.
Yeah, he deserves a raise.
Yeah, like let's find him. Last thing on the
Um,
Taylor front is that she did have a countdown on her
oh yeah,
website. I know. You know what, Brittany? I knew we have like a friends
group
chat and
chat.
people were talking about it. I knew what you were thinking. You knew what I was thinking on this. We both were just like, we're over the countdowns. I mean, every single one for Life of a Showgirl was like the stupidest
Stupid vinyl.
merch.
Yeah.
So over it. But rumor has it that it's to do with the Toy Story 5 movie and either like a song coming out for the soundtrack. Maybe someone was saying that she was recently spotted and she was in a blue and white dress.
Mm-hmm.
Blue and white, is the wallpaper of Toy Story that was featured on her story with the countdown. So people are putting
Mm-hmm.
those together. And she has green nails. So people think that's signifying debut, potentially maybe getting a vault song release for debut.
Oh, I could see that, I guess.
Yeah, I could see that. So, I mean,
Yeah.
if it was a countdown to announce when debut was being released,
Oh, I would love that.
that's a countdown that's worthy of a countdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Right. Well,
let's
yeah. I mean,
hope for that.
after the first time, like there was a countdown, I was like, oh my God, what is it? I was like waiting. And then it was stupid alternative version of the vinyl, and then it happened the second time, and I was like, yeah, I'm not getting excited anymore about these countdowns.
No,
So we'll see. But Taylor Nation, get your shit together. Don't do that unless it's something good.
1000%. Should we
See,
talk Summer House?
yeah,
Okay. Well, first off, I mean, like the big news that has come out this week, crazy. West Wilson's grandmother murdered in cold blood by his cousin.
that's crazy. And it seems like it wasn't even over a big thing. Like he apparently supposedly shot her because she was giving him a hard time about like not doing enough chores around the house.
That's what I read too. And I read that he was sitting next to her on the couch for like 30 minutes. And then they were arguing about the chores. And then he just shot her. And the grandfather was there and saw it.
Like, yeah, like why didn't he shoot the grandfather? I don't know. It just seems so like out of nowhere. But it also happened the day before they filmed a reunion.
There is like that is just okay because obviously we literally found out live last week there was the leaked audio from the reunion.
Hmm.
And like all we kind of heard all week from, Lindsay and Bailey were on Watch What Happens Live. Kyle Cook said, like, made a mention of it. Apparently, rumor has it, West was like silent at the reunion, like, didn't say a
Yeah.
lot. And Amanda took kind of like a beating, took the brunt of, everything.
Hmm.
I think when I first heard this, I was annoyed because a couple of seasons ago when West was like, having a bad season after the first like fumble with Sierra, he was silent at the reunion and like people were annoyed by that because they were like, speak up, like take
Yeah.
accountability, like say something, respond.
Yeah. Yeah. He's totally the type to do that too.
1000.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like when I first heard that, I was like, oh my God, that's so annoying. Like West is the worst. But now, I mean, do you think that he knew at the reunion?
Probably, and that's so fucking annoying, cousin. Can't you just wait? I'm sorry. But like now I can't get his real reaction. Like, I don't know.
No,
I
no,
just
I
I
know
just
what you're
wish it
saying.
didn't happen that day.
I know what you're like it's obviously just so awful that to have your grandmother die, but like so, so like we
It just gives
obviously
him a
feel
little bit of
bad.
a break. It just gives him a little bit of a break.
Exactly. Like no one can say anything now. I mean, his grandmother was murdered. So like
Yeah, you're like, oh, damn.
no, I mean honestly, listen, that's a real reaction. Cause like I had the same thought and I feel like I've been
Yeah.
shy to say that, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I like have to feel more bad for him. I mean, Amanda should get the brunt of it anyway. She's definitely in the worst position, like because she
Hmm.
was friends with Sierra and technically married, but yeah, that sucks. Sucks.
Yeah. So it's like I mean, yeah, yeah. Like we'll never really know his real reaction, I guess, because
Hmm.
obviously, like he was silent for that, probably because he would have been anyway. But like, dealing with his family stuff.
Yeah,
And that's annoying for us as Bravo fans,
it is.
selfishly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still gonna tune in, still so excited,
Oh,
still
totally.
can't wait to see. But
Yeah. I just hope it's not like I was thinking back to remember the Vanderpump reunion after Scandal.
yeah,
They were all like just screaming at each other the whole reunion, like not letting
yes.
him talk at all. I hope it's not like that.
Ugh, well, you know what? I watched the Watch What Happens Live with Lindsay Hubbard, and Andy said that like there were parts of the reunion where he was like, Lindsay, like chill. So I think Lindsay might, which is very Lindsay Hubbard coded, even though she wasn't even there half the summer. But
Yeah.
I think she was like definitely voicing her opinion. But I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it is a lot of screaming though. Like there's 3 audio clips now. And it's definitely like a lot of them shouting over each other. And like anytime Amanda goes to speak, people are all over her. So
Ugh, well, it's annoying like as the viewer because like I want to hear what she has to say, even though I don't agree with it. I care more about what she has to say than when Lindsay fucking Hubbard has to say.
1000 cosign totally. Yes.
So we'll
Um,
see.
so we'll see. But this episode, did you watch this week's episode?
Yep. Yep.
So many, like just so
Flags.
many moments.
I
Yeah.
know. I know.
When Sierra said to Mia in the very beginning of the episode, she's recapping her talk with West, and she says that she still just feels like he is her person.
Mm.
Ugh, like,
Heartbreaking.
no, when she watched that, she was like, no,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
ugh, like I would just feel so cringy. I would feel embarrassed, just the worst. Um,
yeah. And like, I feel like Amanda didn't seem happy at all that they were like, on good terms.
No, definitely not. When she was on the phone and saying she was so jealous that she wasn't there that weekend, and then Kyle was like, literally, she didn't respond to me all weekend, but only responded when Wes said it was the best night of his life.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
red flag.
Huge, huge red flag.
Huge. What did you think? You know what part I really didn't like? Like, that's not, has nothing to do with this trio. So,
But
when they were at Carl's soft bar opening. First off,
hmm
like I am Team Carl. I think he is so stinking sweet. Like he just seems
Yeah,
so like nice.
agree.
But with Lindsay, and I love my queen Lindsay Hubbard, but she was really annoying me this episode. Like, first off, if you're gonna show up to the soft bar thing, she brought that bear kind of as like a backsided joke.
Yeah.
And then she was so rude to Carl's mother.
Oh my God, I know. That was painful. I think I fast forwarded it a little bit because I was like, I can't watch this.
That does not surprise me you did that. And I
So
totally get
awkward.
why.
Yeah, yeah. There's just no need.
She's such a bitch. And first off, it's his event. Like his
Yeah,
mom is going to be there. And if you
yeah,
don't want to interact with her, don't go. But like
yeah,
you went, and then his mom was so lovely, like asking, just very nice questions about Gemma. She's giving one word answers, being so standoffish.
yeah.
I
Like
was
very obvious. Trying to make a point. Yeah,
trying to make a point. I was like, Lindsay, literally, like, stop, move on, dude. Like,
yeah. Like you can't blame and it like what she said about her, like when they broke up wasn't even that bad, number one. And number two, like it's his mom. Of course she's gonna back him up. Like
of
you can't fault her
course.
for that.
You cannot fault her for that. And she says she like talked in her confessional about this text that his mom sent that she was like, why did she even have to send that? Blah, blah, blah. And it was a very pleasant, like, hey, I know I haven't reached out, but like, know that I'm thinking of you and like wish the best for you. Like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was just not necessary. So whatever. But I thought that the opening looked really good.
yeah. Still not trying to go to a bar with no booze, but for those who want to, it looks great.
There was some fire outfits too. I thought the girls were dressed like
I
I mean,
loved Lindsay's outfit. Sorry, I keep
which one
talking
did
over you.
she? No, you're good. Which one did she have?
It was like a mint green, like shirt. It was like lace.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
I thought Amanda's red dress, it was like
Yeah.
a mini, it looked really good. And Mia looked bomb.
What was she wearing? I forget.
She had like her hair was just like really cute, like really, I don't know. I just like her makeup and hair looked really good. And then she had like a black set, like a matching black set.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I love Mia. So yeah, it started with they went on that boat, which I was like, whoa, this looks like by far the most fun thing they've done all summer.
Totally get me on that boat, 100%.
Yeah. Like that looked like so much fun. No wonder Wes said it was the best night of his life.
Well, I think that was the next day, but whatever, still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't it like the boat into that night?
I maybe.
Oh,
I don't
oh,
know. But yeah, no, get me on that boat 100%.
yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what else happened. Not a whole lot, I feel like.
No, not a whole lot. I feel like it was a lot of the soft bar opening. Oh, but when Kyle Cook, I sometimes he does stuff that literally like spikes my cord, like not cord, I just get rage. He is so annoying. Like when he showed up at Carl's soft bar and complained that they didn't carry the non-alcoholic lover boy.
Oh,
Are
I know.
you kidding me? Kyle? Like, you didn't invest, bro. You didn't invest.
Well,
So,
it's also like you have to make that happen. Like you don't just show up and they have it.
right. I
Like, why are you
just,
surprised?
I can't with him. He is just all about him, and he's so annoying.
Yeah, he's the woat.
He's the woe. But yeah, I mean, this season has been such a good season. I think I am like loving. I'm honestly gonna be sad when it's over.
Yeah. Is next
Oh,
week the finale? I don't think they said it was.
I think there's two more, and then the reunion.
Reunion. Yeah.
So
Oh.
we'll be watching, we'll be recapping. Only other TV news is that just a quick PSA, not much to share other than we mentioned Helena Bonham Carter was replaced on the Lotus season 4, like mid shooting. Turns out
Hmm.
the person replacing her is the one and only Laura Dern.
Yeah, I see that. I mean, they're very different, but same age.
Same age. So yeah, so that's some casting news. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to share. Did you see it? Did it make it into your algorithm, the London Marathon?
No.
Okay. Just like another feel good thing for your Friday. I was in tears. There is this boy, this man. He's in his 20s, maybe. His name, I want to say, is Jordan Ames. He ran the London Marathon with his brother. He ran it with like a mini refrigerator on his back.
What?
It was he's running like 30 marathons in 30 days, and it's to promote
Oh,
awareness for this like certain type of dementia that I guess like a ton of his like 12 family members of his have. His mom had it, and it's like really rapidly fast acting. And she passed away at like 52. And he just found out him and his brother both have the gene.
oh,
And so, like, he was like, after she died, he was in a really bad hole, alcohol issues, all the things. And he said since he got his diagnosis, it was almost like a blessing because he knows he doesn't have that much time. So he's gonna like make it meaningful. And he ran the marathon with a fridge on his back, and he's gotten so much press and like so much awareness out there. And I don't know, literally was crying watching,
wow.
reading about it. And so it's just like another thing of like you can do anything you set your mind to. I don't know. I'm feeling very inspirational I'm feeling very like sappy this week, but I just needed to share that because it was a great story. Sad, but great.
I love that. 30 marathons in 30 days. That's crazy.
No, truly, I could never, but
Like if I found out I was dying, I would be doing the opposite of that, but whatever. I'd be like, let's try heroin. Let's try cocaine. Give me all the drugs. I'll try them.
oh my God. Some people run marathons. We're doing the hard stuff.
Yeah, like if I'm dying, I might as well.
And on
Um,
that note,
on
that's all
that
we have
note,
for you today.
that's all we got. That's right.
Everyone have a wonderful weekend. Again, visit emmasfootprints.org, make a donation if you're able. And yeah, we'll be back on Monday with another regularly scheduled program.
Make sure to like us, follow us, comment at us at Snitch and Pod on TikTok and Instagram. Go to our website, snitchandpodcast.com, and tell everyone you know about us.
Bye.
Bye.